Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, everybody? Dude, it's February 1st. Can you believe it? Today is, what is it, Friday? I think it's Friday. Today is Friday, February 1st, 2019. That's right, Friday, February 1st, 2019. And what's crazy is today is the first and last time it'll ever be, ever, Friday, February 1st, 2019. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most of this incredible day. And I got to tell you, we've got an incredible guest on today. I mean, listen to me. Just imagine, okay? Imagine you start your day, you wake up, you got your gratitude, you get your book out, you do your gratitude list, you're listening to your music, kind of walking around in your pajamas a little bit, starting to get warmed up, you're starting to rock and roll. After you get through with your me time, you start putting the kids all together, you get them all ready for school, then you get ready, you got to get ready for work, so you get dressed, you take your shower, you do your stuff, then you go kiss your wife, you give your wife a kiss, you kiss your kids, you jump in the car, you're listening to something powerful, hopefully, you're on your way to work, you're getting all jacked up, you get to work, you high five everybody, a fist bump here and a pow here and a pow there, and you're high-fiving, and you're getting all jacked up for your day, and you start rolling, and then about an hour or two later, or a couple hours later, you get a phone call, and somebody says, hey, dude, your house is on fire, and you drive to your house, and you see this right here. Could you imagine? Because that's what happened to our guest today. Just 2 days ago, that's what happened to our guest today. I'm going to bring him in here in just a second. I'm going to let him tell the whole story. We're going to share the experience with him because he has been an absolute light in the midst of this storm. And I think, man, when we have got to take this opportunity, we have to take this opportunity to allow Kirt to breathe into us because sometimes, let's admit it, sometimes we get all caught up in our stuff, right? Sometimes we get all caught up in our stuff, and sometimes we're maybe not as appreciative of some of the things that we should be appreciating. And so I want you guys to spend a little time with Kirt this morning, and his story is going to blow your mind. But first, listen, I saw this video. You guys see this video? My man Marcus here, he actually did 2 videos. Oh wait, man, golly, that song just keeps popping up, man. It's such an incredible song, it just comes up everywhere. But Marcus actually did 2 videos. He did a video yesterday where he broke down his stats as far as using his Rise and Grind planner. He broke down his stats, how many days he used it, how many messages he sent out, all that good stuff. And so he sent that out, or he talked about that on his show yesterday, which I really appreciated. And then he also popped up that video that I just showed you. And in that video, he talked about how his life has changed by using his hashtag Rise and Grind planner every single day for the month of January. And I thought, man, I found this really fitting because when I was writing in my planner this morning, if you look at today's quote, it says, it's amazing what you can do when you try. What a good quote, right? It's amazing what you can do when you try. And that was contributed by Tanya Lupp, which I appreciate. And the reason I want to talk about it is because today is February 1st. February 1st. I know it's cliche. I don't know what it is mentally, but it's February 1st. It's the first day of a month, and it's your opportunity to try. If you haven't been doing well with your planner, I want you to try in February. There's only 28 days, shortest month of the year. I want you to try this month for 28 days. Do your planner every single day. Wake up early, do your gratitude list, do your goals, don't touch your phone, all that good stuff, sending out encouraging messages. Do it for 28 days. Just see what happens in your life when you consistently do it for 28 days. I also want you to I want you to, if you don't have a planner yet, go get one right now, today. Stop waiting. It'll be the best $50 you'll ever spend in your entire life. It'll completely change your life, I promise you. If you have bought one, it's been sitting on the shelf, I need you to pick it up. Start today. And then also, all you guys here in the hashtag Rise and Grind, all of you that are up here grinding with me, watching this show, will you do me a huge favor? Will you post today? I want you to post either a video or a post or something about what it's been like for what's the last 31 days has been like for you using your hashtag Rise and Grind planner. If you will share that out, I think that possibly somebody will see it. Somebody who needs it. Maybe they'll grab a planner too, and they'll be able to join us on this incredible journey that we're going on in 2019. So if you would do that, that would be absolutely incredible. I'm going to bring Kirt on here in just a second, but I also want to make sure to mention one last thing before we get rocking and rolling. Hustle and Grind Con. Hustle and Grind Con. It's officially it's so close I can taste it. It's gonna be April 4th and 5th in Orlando. This is gonna be the most incredible conference that you've ever witnessed, seen, participated in, been a part of, whatever. If you've never gone, this is the first one you ever need to go to. I went back in October and it completely changed my life. I'm excited to be a part of it again here April 4th and 5th. Tickets do not go on sale until February 10th. Tickets will go on sale February 10th, and I promise you this event will sell out in 3 days, so you better be ready February 10th. However, if you want to stay in a hustle house, so we rent these big old mansions, right? They've got these big mansions, swimming pools, all these massive rooms, so on and so forth. We rent these mansions, and we all stay together in between the sessions at the conference. If you want to stay in my hustle house, I got the inside track. I'm the dude. So message me. I can get you in a hustle house before tickets launch on February 10th. Okay? Wanted to share that with you. Now, this is the part of the show. We got to do a little dancing, and then we're going to bring Kirt in here. What song should we listen to today? Ooh, that Goalkeepers. We had an incredible goalkeeper session last night. I think we're going to go with the Goalkeepers. Let's get everybody in the right spot. Yeah. This is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, I need you to go ahead and hit that, because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, we can make a massive impact on this planet. I mean, massive impact on this planet. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. Also, we got my man on here, Kirt Mcfarland. If he's getting up at 5:30 and rolling with us, don't you think you owe it to him? Hit the share button. Let's make this the most watched episode of hashtag Rise and Grind ever. It's also the part of the show where I need you to say good morning to me, and I'm going to say good morning to you, just like I'm about to my girl Trendy Trenda. Good morning, Trendy Trenda. What's up, Aaron Jones? How are you? Tom DeLovio's up in here, and Jeff Baker. Josh Wilson wants to stay in my hustle house. All right, shoot me a message, Josh, as soon as we get off of here. Lisa Williams, good morning. What's up, Anthony Santangelo and Gail B. Craft? Marcus Stone, the Wakanda song. Bro, honored by your message. Honored by your video. Honored by your show yesterday. Did a phenomenal job. Honored. What's up, Frank Cornetti? Frank's down in Miami right now at GrowthCon. I know there's a lot of people down there. Good morning, Liza. I will see you tomorrow. What's up, Mike Brockwage and El Griego? Why didn't my music loop back over? We need that to loop back over. Come on. There we go. Who else is in here? Lisa Williams, Jesse Miller, John Allen, of course, my man Josh. Jeremy Nolan's up in here. AJ Anderson's up in here. Laura Berman's up in here. Eric Willeroy and Vicki Everett. Neil Amaral. Everybody's up in here. That's right. Everybody wants to see my man Kirt. I know you're not here for me. You guys are all here for Kirt. I'm guessing there's probably some new people up in here. That's my guess. There's probably some new people up in here. I can't see them though. Sheila Strack is up in here. Yvonne Leah. I'm guessing there's some new people up in here that are here just to see my man Kirt. But they don't know that they got to jump in and throw the comments at the right time so I can see them. All you veterans. I know how you veterans be rolling, but I bet they're in here. Timothy Brown, good morning. Mike Stevens, good morning. Scott Holbert. All right, we got all kinds of people. There we go. That's right. Kirt Allen Farr. Okay, cool. I'm going to clear this music out of here. And this is the moment you guys are waiting for. So let me recap real quick. I'm going to bring him in. I want to show you these pictures. This is what Kirt's house looks like now. This picture right here, those are golf clubs, dude. That's what's left of some golf clubs. Look at that. That's crazy. When I saw these pictures, see, it's one thing when you think of a house burning down, you think like, okay, the house burnt down, but you plan on there still being a structure there. But this place, completely 100%, it's gone, engulfed, flattened, unbelievable. It's truly unbelievable. And so I'm going to bring Kirt in. He's going to share his story with us a little bit. And let me see if I can do this without messing up. You guys know how I am. This is the part of the show. For those of you that watch often, this is the part of the show where I mess up. But I'm going to try not to because Kirt's over here on the other side. So I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to bring this down. Oops. Look, I'm already messing up. I'm going to open this up. And then I believe, Kirt, are you there?
Yo,
Are you there, Kirt?
I'm here, brother.
Are you
I'm
there?
here.
You've been patiently waiting, haven't you?
Man, rising and grind and having a blessed day. Having a blessed
Rising
day.
and grinding and having a blessed day. I just want to make sure everybody can hear you. And once I confirm that, go ahead and say one more thing for me.
I love everybody out here on the Rise and Grind family, man. Y'all have impacted my life in the last 2 days more than I could ever imagine. True.
Bro, it looks like we are live. Everybody can hear you from what I understand. Kirt Mcfarland, for those that don't know you, I would love for you to introduce yourself in a way that only Kirt Mcfarland knows how to do. I can't introduce you because you're even more higher energy than me. So I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell everybody who you are.
Well, I'm Kirt Mcfarland. I'm a father to four. I work at a dealership called City Auto Sales in Hueytown, Alabama. I've had some ups and downs in my life, but mostly I've been an overcomer. I'm somebody that is very passionate about reaching my goals, that's very driven, and I won't stop, can't stop, got to get it, baby. There's no quit in me. There's no quit in me.
Won't stop, can't stop, got to get it. So, Kirt's nervous. Look, you can tell. Look, he's rocking in his chair. Welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind, bro.
Yeah, this is a lot bigger than what I thought. It's like yesterday I was talking to Keith. He was like, "You never?" It's like, "No, man, I got this." And the wife comes in this morning. She gets up this morning. She was like, "Hey, you got this." I'm like, "Yeah, I do. But man, it's a little different going live. Even though I'm just looking at you, I know everybody's out there.
It's crazy, man. People don't understand, but it's definitely different going live 5:30 a.m. But I'm so glad you're here. I'm so thankful you're here. You know, I gave you a call. Well, here, let's back up real quick. Let's back up, and then we'll get into that. But I want to talk about. Okay, so you're at Hueytown, Alabama, right? Is that right? Hueytown.
Yes, sir. That's it.
Hueytown,
Home of the Alabama gang, baby.
Yes, sir. And now your family has owned the dealership. Is that right?
Yeah, yes, sir. My grandfather started it in '82 as just an old salvage yard.
Just an old salvage yard. And he started the dealership, and now here it is, however many years later. And you guys have been crushing it lately. Is that right?
We're doing pretty good. Life's great. God's definitely showing his favor. No doubt.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. So you get up, it's a normal day, you're off to work. Now, you've been having a killer month in January, right? Because you've been in the goalkeepers, you've been rocking with that, you've been selling more cars than you ever sold before. Walk us through what happened 2 mornings ago.
So I get up. I start just this week. I started going to the gym. Got a gym membership because I've been doing some insanity workout at home. And I was getting kind of over that. I done lost the weight that I wanted. Now I want to build some muscle. So I started going to the gym. I guess it was Wednesday morning. I get up, roll out to the gym at 3:30, get to the gym, do my thing. On the way home, listen to you at 4:30 our time. Get home, get the kids up, get them dressed. Mama leaves, then I turn around and I leave out, headed to work. Everything's fine. Drop the kids off, go do my thing. I've got 2 days left in the month to hit my number, and just rocking and rolling, doing what I can to be a part of our team at City Auto Sales and put in my part. And at about I guess it was 2:30 or so. My next door neighbor, which is actually a cop or a lieutenant here in Hueytown, he calls me and he's like, "Hey man, your house is on fire." Me and him cut up all the time, and I'm like, "Okay, for real?" He's like, "No, your house is on fire, bro." He's like, "The bird drones just called. It's your house." I'm like, "Oh crap!" So I called my wife. She was at the doctor's office. She had just stopped by work, from what I'm understanding now. I called her like 6 times back to back. She ain't answering. I'm like, this girl need to answer the phone right now. We got some problems going on.
Right.
My
Of all
granddad,
the times to not answer, right?
dude, and I jumped in the truck with my granddad, and he is riding people's butt. I live 30 minutes away from work. Yeah, man, I'm like, "Papa, it's okay. We can't do nothing. When we get there, fire department's got to do their thing. We just got to let it ride." But my wife finally calls me. I tell her, she thinks I'm joking. I'm like, "No, I'm dead serious because I like to cut up. I like to have a good time." So I'm like, "No, I'm serious. House is on fire." So we go and get down there. She's like, "All right." She gets one of my friends, Michael, to actually drive her down there because she's breaking at this point in time. I've got probably 5 or 6 other people that are calling me, reaching out to me. I'm like, "Yo, we're on our way there." And then when I pull up, it was just like everything just sank. I've put so much money into this house. This is where I've lived for the last 4 years. My oldest is only 6, so technically all my kids have grown up at this house. This is all they know. And everything that we've had for Christmas, everything that I've accumulated with my wife over the last 8 years of being married is gone. I mean, you're just standing there and this peace without understanding literally just falls over me as I'm standing there in the driveway with my grandfather. And then my wife pulls up. It's just like, the Lord's like, "I got you. Don't worry about it." All this stuff right here, and this is what my grandfather says. He says, "All this is stuff." He said, "And if money can replace it, we ain't got no problems, buddy." And it never hit me. Even at that moment, it took several hours later till I was talking to my Uncle Ken. He was like, "Man, listen, you're blessed because you were going down there to just a house fire. You wasn't going home to a tragedy to where your kids or to where your wife was killed. You got everything that you need. And plus you still got us." And it was tough. And
Yeah.
I'm still numb at this time. That's why I was talking to Keith, because Keith went through this. He's like, "Dude, you probably won't ever really realize what's going on in your life or where you're actually at mentally until a month down the road." Because right now I'm just getting up. Luckily, I gave my mother-in-law this Rise and Grind shirt the day before. And who would have knew this is one of 2 shirts that I had left. And it's like the Lord just moved things around in my life. And for the last, I don't know, 6 months, I've been doing this Rise and Grind. Then I just finished 21 days of prayer at church. And everything that's been going on and me doing my gratitude and my goals list, when everything was gone, I reflected back to my gratitude list, what I'm thankful for. And it wasn't about the dirt bikes. It wasn't about the four-wheelers. It wasn't about the 60-inch TV. It was about my health. It was about my family. It was about the Rise and Grind community. It was about Church of the Highlands. It was about my friends like Mr. Timothy Brown, Keith Hamilton, Austin Freeman, Bart Mars, everybody that's on here, and like Derek McLean. That man reached out to me and was telling me, "Hey man, what can I do?" I'm like, "Dude, what's going on in my life is so little compared to what's going on in your life, man." And for him to reach out to me, knowing his circumstances right now, that spoke so much to me. And I look up to that man more than anything, to have his drive and his passion and his desire that he's got going on right now. What I'm going through, it's nothing, man. It's nothing. And I'm still in the midst of all this. I've got so much to be thankful for. God is good, and it's all the time. And when I was leaving the house, this song come up. I was listening to it on my iPod, and it said, "We will rise from the ashes." And it's like God put that song right there, and it was the verse that come on. You can ask my wife. As soon as we get in the car to crank up and turn away, and I'm like, "You can't make this crap up, man.
Right.
You can't make it up." And all the stuff that I've been going through, the pastor, like we've been learning goalkeepers, and that I've been learning on myself. My pastor has confirmed each and every Sunday. He's backing up a validation with scripture. I'm blown away. as to how much success I've received just in the last 21 days or in the last 31 days now. And it's all just from what I've actually put into my life and how I've actually viewed my life now at this point in time. Because 6 months ago, if this was to happen, dude, I'm a broke puppy. I'm sitting there, I'm crying, I'm devastated. But man, there's a peace that's without understanding right now that life's great, man. There's so many positive things in my life that this one little hiccup, this one obstacle like you was talking about last night, this ain't nothing, man. I'm jumping over this. I'm running full speed to the next chapter in my life.
Kirt, man, you are something special, buddy. I reached out, so I heard, I think it was Keith, let me know that the house, had burned down, and of course, I was like, I gotta get on a video with this dude because I know he's struggling and I know he's going through a rough time. I'm thinking I gotta reach out and I gotta hold him, I gotta coddle him, I gotta let him know everything is gonna be okay, and I need to call him and I need to tell him that God has a plan, and I gotta tell him that it's just stuff, and I'm like all ready to call you, and then you pick up the phone and you're like smiling ear to ear, and you're like, "Oh, Glenn, what's up, pal?" And you're like, "Dude, it's okay. God has a plan." And like all of the things I wanted to pour into you, you were like pouring into me already. And I love how you mentioned that the last 30 days you've been built up into the strongest version of you that you could possibly be before this struck, right? And I like that for two reasons. I love, stories of God's timing, but also I love reflecting on, hey, I made some decisions in my life, right? Kirt made some decisions in his life to work on himself, be the best version of himself that he could possibly be. And when tragedy struck, that's where your strength came from. And versus the opposite, tragedy strikes and then we get desperate and then we're like, okay, well, now I want to try to do something, right? You started attacking things when life was good and everything was perfect, and now you're in the situation that you're in today, and you have the strength, which I can only imagine being the head of the household. You having that kind of strength has to have trickled over to your wife, has to have trickled over to your kids. What's it been like for them?
Well, that's my wife. She texted me the other day, and she was like, "I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do." And this was literally just yesterday. I went into work for a little bit to try to button up some of my deals that I had working up and just to talk with Keith. And I ended up leaving because my mind just wasn't right. I just wasn't in it really to sell a car at this point in time. And I don't know where I'm at right now still. But my wife was at work and she texted me. She was like, "I don't know what to do. The insurance guy, he's going to be thinking we did this on purpose. We've had some upsets and financially here recently." And I'm like, "Look, don't worry about it. If money can fix it, it ain't a problem. This is all materialistic things. I got you. We're fine." I said, "I've got a peace about it." She's like, "If you got a peace, I've got a peace." And then
That's right.
I come home after everything happened. Well, I come home. No, I didn't come home. I come to my in-laws' house. And when I get here, there's already been so many friends that have dropped off clothes, it's brought toys and everything here. And all these prayers that you would imagine that I would be saying, I hadn't even had to say them. They've already been answered. I've already had somebody, before we even left the house, I had somebody reach out to us, "Hey, I got you a house to stay in. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about no notes or anything. I got you taken care of." People are already dropping off clothes here, toys for us. The only thing I had to do was go get me some shirt for today or for the following day, and then come home and tell my kids that, hey, everything's gone. And my 6-year-old, man, he had this little stuffed animal that he had had ever since he was born, and it was left in the house. And then my kids, my 4-year-old Tate's, his little lovey, they were left in the house. So they broke down and cried about that, but nobody cried as hard as Braden did, because at 6 years old, that stuff is everything in a sense.
Sure.
And it just made me realize, okay, I got to be strong for him, because granted, his bubby's gone, but it ain't his brothers and it ain't his mama. That's what I held him. I was like, "Man, I'll get you another one." And then a teacher reached out to us. I think it was actually my son's teacher. Was like, "Hey, I want to get him another bubby," which was Winnie the Pooh, like a little classic stuffed animal.
Right.
That's coming. And all these people from Rise and Grind that's reached out to me in the last couple of days, just telling me, "Hey, man, what do I need to do?" And guys, I love each and every one of you, but honestly, I can't tell you that I need anything because God has supplied everything that I need over and beyond. And looking into the future, man, I don't see where I'm going to need anything. Even if this insurance company doesn't want to process the claim, if they take everything and say, "Nope, you're out. We ain't doing nothing." I know God's still got a plan, and I will rise through these ashes, and I'm going to stand on this mountaintop, and I'm going to scream it louder and louder each and every time. It's for His glory. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Granted, I'm going through the circumstances, but God's got a greater plan that's in the works that I ain't got a clue about. I'm just going to stay diligent. I'm going to keep on following Him. I'm going to keep on rising and grinding every morning. That's what my wife's like, "You need to sleep." Yesterday morning, I'm like, "I can't sleep." This has been built into me the last 6 months to rise and grind each and every morning. I got to get up. I got to put in the work. I'm not going to see results if I'm sitting here hitting the snooze button, laying down, sleeping all day. I got to put in the work. I got to hit this insurance guy in the mouth. "Hey, man, look, let's go. Let's get this done. Let's get this over with. I got to start
How you
moving
gonna
on."
hit him? How you gonna hit him?
Pow!
Yeah.
I mean, listen, and that is something in itself, man. This whole POW thing started 3 years ago, me just goofing off, and it's actually become something. The whole POW now stands for Plan on Winning, and I've got that mindset. No matter what the devil tries to throw at me, I've got a plan on winning mindset. I'm going to win. I'm going to conquer. I'm going to overcome all these obstacles in my life, and I'm going to be gravy, man.
There are people in here that have never seen you before. There are people in here that don't know you, so I want you to explain to them the POW. What is the POW thing? Like, I know it's plan on winning, but give them some more. Come on, give them some more.
Okay, so the whole POW thing. All right. So when I left the car lot, and I was there for 2 years. Me and the manager there didn't get along all that well, and I didn't like where I was at in my life. I left, went cut grass for 8 months with an uncle, and lost 30 pounds, did a lot of soul searching, riding a lawnmower for 8-9 hours. You get to thinking a lot. You get a lot of that reflection time.
For sure.
And I realized riding a lawnmower is not where I am. I'm a people person. I love speaking, so I went back to the car lot. And at that time, Keith was there. And Keith's mentality, his mindset is a lot like yours, man. We're here to serve people. And so having that mindset, and I even fought with going into the ministry full time. It's like, "Lord, what do I need to do? I want to go in the ministry full time." In the month that I was thinking about that, I was back at the car lot. I had 4 pastors come by, and they all spoke to me. It was like, "You can reach more people right there at your best than I can behind the pulpit." Because the people coming to the church, people that's already saved, these people that are coming to you, I can't reach them. You can reach them more than we can. And I'm like, "Well, Lord, I am in the ministry full time."
Right.
So I got to let that light shine through being positive, to being energetic, and to actually being uplifting. And so now, when all that started, Austin Freeman was like, "Hey, man, you got to do something at the end of these videos that you're putting out." So POW was my thing. And now my Uncle Kenton was like, "Hey, you got to have an acronym for it." Me and Keith come up with, "Hey, man, that acronym is Plan on Winning." And now we got a little Facebook page going on, and I'm trying to grow it. And the whole thing is, I just want it to be positive, uplifting, because there's so much negativity in this world, man.
Yeah,
and Rise and Grind is what started the positivity in my life and the change in my life. I just hope Plan on Winning does the exact same thing, that somebody can look to it as a source to, okay, well, I'm struggling today. Let me scroll through some posts. Let me scroll through some videos. Let me see Rise and Grind. Let me see the Daily Dose with Marcus Stone. Let me see some other inspirational videos and some positive words of encouragement to lift me up. And that's all that's about. And it ain't about selling cars on that thing. Granted, Plan on Winning's been my little slogan now, but it's about lifting others up, man. And this, you say it all the time. We rise by lifting others, and man, it is so true. It is so true. Fact.
Well, I love it, man. Pow! I love it. It's got so much energy. It's just pow! It's like in your face. I just want to pow people all the time. I love it, man. Speaking of pow, we gotta get out of here, dude. It's already 6:01. We are 30 minutes. We're supposed to be done a few minutes ago. It goes by so fast, man. But dude, I gotta tell you, like, you are such an inspiration to so many people. The way that you're carrying yourself throughout this is incredible, man. Your faith, your strength. It's a light. It's incredible. Like you said, Derek McLean and them are going through that's some real stuff. That's some real stuff, right? The rest of this is just stuff. It's just stuff. And I also like how you mentioned the gratitude list. I looked down at my gratitude list when you said that, and there's not one thing on here that's stuff.
Amen.
Not one thing. Everything I'm thankful for is people, relationships, nature, God, strength. Well, none of it is stuff. And that's interesting because we spend every single day chasing stuff, but in reality, the things that matter most are these things right here. These things that you just talked about. Super, super incredible. I have never had an interview with anybody on this show that we left without doing something called 2-minute takeaway. So even though we're a little behind on time, I got to give Kirt Mcfarland a chance to punch people in the mouth with a little 2-minute takeaway this morning. So, Kirt, you are on the mountaintop. I know you mentioned the mountaintop earlier, but I'm going to put you back up there. You're on the mountaintop. All of civilization is looking at you. Everybody, they're all looking at you. They're going, Kirt, what do we do? What do we need to know? And you're going to give them some practical application stuff, something they can apply in their life today, this week, this month, right away, that's going to make an impact. What are you going to tell them, boss?
Well, when adversity and things hit you in the mouth and you're feeling like you can't go any further, that you can't muster up enough energy to make it through the day, look at yourself like David Goggins and say, I got more in me. Push through. Keep on focusing on your goals in life, whatever you want to achieve, and know that God's got a bigger plan and you're going to make it through it. At the end of the day, you're going to turn around and be able to look back at your day and realize, okay, I could have made some changes, but I've grown leaps and bounds. And when all the chaos from this fire actually falls, when all this chaos is over with, I'm going to stand on that mountaintop and look at God's blessing through this whole entire process and know that God's got a bigger plan for my life than even myself. What I think would be the greatest outcome, God's got one that's tenfold better than what I'm even thinking. So I just want everybody out there to know that no matter what your circumstances are, no matter how hard life hits you, you've got more in you. You can take more, you can give more, you can do more. And just realize we're on this planet to lift each other up, to be an encouragement, and to always give all that we got to each and everybody around us.
Beautiful, my man. I stinking love you, bro.
Love you too, brother.
I
love this
you,
group, man.
dude. There's just more. We got more in the tank. There's more we can give. There's more ways we can serve. There's more we can do. There's more we can achieve. There's more. You're 100% right, man. There's more. And dude, I'm telling you, you are an amazing, amazing human being, Kirt. You really, really are. Uniquely made by the God of the universe to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And you have been working on it. You have been grinding. You have been putting in the early morning. You have been making an impact, creating the Facebook groups, powering people in the face. I love it. You've been doing these things, man, inspiring people. And all of these decisions that you've made along the way, I want you to know they're making an impact, dude. They're making an impact on your friends, on your family members, on this group. It's made an impact on me. And I for real, love you, bro. I love you. Thank you so much for being on the show. If you guys love Kirt Mcfarland, make sure you hit that share button if you haven't done so already. Let's share him out with the world. Shoot him a message today. Send him a friend request today. Let's just blow him up all day with love because I know you got it for him. Blow him up with love. Pow him in the... Give me a pow. Come on. I need your best pow.
Pow!
Dude, it gets me every time. I love it. Hey, guys, we got to go. If you want to see more episodes of Hashtag Rise and Grind, you can go to GlennLundy.com. If you need some Rise and Grind gear, like this one's got a little hood on it, right? This is like the little Oh, you got the hood too. Sweet. Yeah, we got the hood on it. It's got the hood. You can get that at glennlundy.com. If you're planning on staying in my hustle house, I'm telling you, there's only Keith and Kirt and his crew already coming out. So I think I have 8 rooms left in my house. If you want to stay in my house, you better message me if you want to stay at my house. Also, tickets will come out February 10th for Hustle and Grind Con. It's going to be absolutely incredible, phenomenal, fantastic. But if you need more, go to glennlundy.com and yeah, enjoy your weekend. I'm going to go to Virginia with my wife. We're going to have a little date. We're going to go see Liza and Liza Automotive Group, or the Carter Myers Automotive Group. I'm going to speak up there. It's going to be awesome. But you guys enjoy your weekend. We'll come back here. We'll do it all over again Monday morning on hashtag, what is it, Kirt?
Rise and grind.
Wow, now I can't find where's my software? I can't get out of here. It doesn't want to let me out. Where is it? It's like hidden down here somewhere. There it is. I see it. There we go. Let me back in here. There we go. Okay. I found it. Let's do this for my peeps so they can hear the jingle. Everybody wants to hear the jingle now. All right, cool.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. Hashtag rise and grind. Hashtag rise and